So hello, we can see there are people joining from all over. There is Italy joining, Europe, Asia. So we are very excited to have this first virtual Balboa weekend in the world, on this planet.
It's a very, we're actually in a hotel room in Kuala Lumpur, and together here is it's Olga, of course, me, and also Alex. He's waving the same, yeah, Alex is the organizer of this festival. He's also the guy who made a decision to make this happen. And you're also the technician, and you feed us, and you do everything. He's one of the heroes.
Yeah, we're a little bit stuck in the quarantine in Malaysia, and we decided to go for this festival anyway, because we know there were lots of signs ups, and we decided to take this challenge and to have this anyway. And we're going to do it in two parts. This part is going to be today, tomorrow, and the first part of Saturday, and then it's going to be next weekend. So stay tuned for a longer version of this weekend. It's going to be 2 weekends in a row.
And the reason is that we had to go home on Saturday because our flight was cancelled on Monday due to basically the airline is cancelling every second flight.
Yeah.
So there's a big chance that we wouldn't get home unless we go now.
Yeah. So anyway, enough about talking. We're super excited to start. And the first hour, the first class, it's actually a crash course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the crash course means that you don't have to have any prior knowledge of Balboa. You can be maybe a Lindy Hopper or a blues dancer, or just you maybe didn't dance at all, but you decided to try. So here in this first class, we're going to be talking about the basic close position in Balboa. So if you are not a beginner, then you might just use this hour to refresh a little bit the basic, or if you're more on an advanced level, then maybe you wait for the next hour, because we prepared a lot of advanced material for you, different ideas on spins and turns, and we're going to be showing tons of exercise, both for partnered exercises and solo exercise as well. So if you are staying home alone, we are there with you, and we're going to be showing lots of things that you can do by yourself without the partner.
And remember also, you can ask questions while we're going to have practice time. We'll put on music. Write a question if you have one. Is there anything, and we'll answer as many as we can. 1, 2, maybe, depending, after the breaks. Yeah?
Yeah.
But let's going. Let's start.
Yes.
So we're going to start with these small shoes here. I don't know if you see them. Yes. So we know how far we can go.
Yeah, not too far.
So we're going to start with slow steps. And slow steps means that we're going to, leader's going to start to the left.
And follows with the right. I'm going to be demonstrated like this.
5, 6, and 7, and
Slow, 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 slow. You can start doing it on the spot, and then just move a little bit forward.
Slow. Moving around, maybe you do a turn. Slow.
And backwards.
Slow, slow, slow. Traveling around a little bit. Yeah? So one of the things we're doing here is keeping a steady pulse. For every slow, we keep pulsing on every beat. It's a 2 pulses per slow, basically.
If you're new to Balboa, pulse is the rhythm of the music that is represented and shown in our body. If you dance a mini hop, you usually call it bounce. In Balboa, we call it pulse. So this is like pump, 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 the rhythm of music that is constantly living its life in your body. Yes, shoot, If you can just do it, pulse, 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 slow, slow. 2 pulses on the slow, pulse, 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 pulse.
We're going to move on to the quicks. So we'll have another step. And the quicks is small steps. Step, 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 step. For me, the feeling here is a little bit, because the steps are so small, it's like, when you go to shop, you have a shopping cart, that feeling. Step, 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 step.
And again, let's start just doing those small steps on the spot, and then move forward, and then move backward. Go maybe a little bit to the side, turn a little bit, around, direction.
See if there's any more toilet paper. Anywhere. So that kind of thing.
Yes.
So let's do this. Let's do 1/8 of slows, 1/8 of quicks. And leaders begin with the left.
Follows with the right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Slow, 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 slow.
Quick, 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 quick. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Slow, 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 slow.
Quick, 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 quick. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Slow, slow, slow,
6,
slow.
7, 8.
Quick, 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 quick,
5,
quick.
6, 7, 8.
Slow, 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 slow. Quick, 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 quick. Yeah.
So let's try a little bit of music actually. Put on a song and see if we can just get the feeling of the two slows and quicks. We're gonna do it with you. See how it works.
And really work with this rhythm, yeah, consistent pulsing and rhythm in your body, yeah, while doing those quicks and slows. Are you ready?
We're gonna play Tune This In with Jonathan Stout. Orchestra. Let's hear it, Alex. It's coming, it's coming.
Ready? 5, 6, 7, slow.
Okay, so we're back. So just moving around, listening to the music, finding the one in the beat, starting with a slow, 1/8, 1/8. It's just a great exercise. And if you feel like if you haven't really listened to a lot of swing music, it's really good to do that, to get acquainted with it, and it's going to feel easier after a while.
Yes. So let us know if you can hear us better now, because we changed a little bit the video. So let us know if everything is working. Yeah. That the video and the sound works good for you. Yeah. So it's really important. It's the first hour we do it, where we really need to just try out a little bit so that everything works fine. So
okay.
Please be patient.
We're going to move on. We're going to talk about connecting to each other. So,
if you have a person.
Balboa is, a lot of it is a close connection dance. Yeah? So it's a dance that started out in this position. So what we're going to do basically is to stand a little bit closer to each other on the leader's right side.
And follows left side.
So we have a slight opening. If you look from above, it's going to have a slight V shape.
Yeah, just like that.
Open hook. This hand here connects with your hand like to spaceships.
Yes.
Yeah. And I try to keep it so it's comfortable around the father's shoulder.
Yeah. So not higher than my shoulder.
And generally speaking, we want to be.
Let's look how we connect here. Yeah. So leaders usually put the hand somewhere.
Under the back.
Yeah. And I can, depending on the height of my leader, explore a little bit where I want to put my hand. It can be a little bit like around the shoulder blade, or here, or here, or here, or maybe if there is a bigger difference, more down, but never on the shoulder. So this is the hold. So
Yeah.
And we usually think about our elbows pointing into the floor, both leaders and follows. So instead of connecting here, we're dropping it here. So shoot.
Relaxed feeling in the lower back, almost like you have a little bit of like a ripple in between your shoulders. Yeah. So we have slow, 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 quick, 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 slow, 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 quick, 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 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you don't have a partner,
Yes.
what do you do if you don't have a partner?
If you don't have a partner, you can pretend that you are dancing with the invisible partner, or you might use something to hold on to. For example, that could be, what can it be?
I don't know.
I don't know. Alex, what could it be? And that could be
a pillow.
For example, a pillow, yeah? So you have something like to hold on. I know this is funny, but why not? This is the chance to hold on something soft and, you know, hug it. So you can just grab a pillow and pretend that you're dancing with somebody, yes? Hugging.
Yeah. So we're going to put on another song. We want you to continue to do slows and quicks for a little bit. And this time we do it together. So we need to kind of sing the pulse we have. Oh, look. This is a photo.
Yes. So if you're just staying at home by yourself, you take a pillow and you pretend that you're dancing and holding somebody. I know it's a little bit hard because you're not practicing this connection, but you can just imagine. Right? So holding, this is here, and you do 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Slow, slow, slow. I will begin with slow. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Slow, 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 slow.
Quick, 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 slow,
slow, slow, slow.
And so on. Let's try with music.
Yes.
Can we have another song? Let's do Mean Julep. This one. Swing Time in Honolulu. Mean Julep band.
I'm muting you.
It's always swing time in Honolulu. In Honolulu, it's always swing time. Natives are humming, guitars are strumming. It's always swing time in Honolulu. Oh, islands sing through the day. Oh, islands where all lovers play. Oh, islands that swing with the sway, with a wiki wacky hula and aloha ikapua. Those beaches of sand snowy white, those natives that love living right, those waves that all lovers ride. Where the yellow moon is mellow as a cello, it's always swing time in Honolulu. In Honolulu, it's always swing time. Natives are humming.
And speaker. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Just remember, if you have any questions, we want to say something or comment about the quality of the video or technical like sound, you can always write, yeah, during the songs. So
Remember,
please make us like create it as a better technical experience. So give feedback.
so remember, this is the first time for us. So Alex is really working on that. We're going to move on. We're going to do a downhole basic now, or a single time basic, as it is also called. It's one of the basic steps we have in downhole.
Which is essentially a combination of quicks and slows. Now we know slows and quicks, so we're going to do a combo which looks like this: quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. You can say it out loud to help your body do it.
And leaders, we're going to start with the left.
Follows with the right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow.
Keep the pulse
Slow, quick, quick,
through the
slow.
whole step.
Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Pulse, 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 pulse. Yeah.
So the same thing here. We're going to try it. We're going to try it in close position if you're a partner. Otherwise, we're going to try it alone. You're going to demo that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick,
For
slow.
now, try not to move a lot. Just do it more on the spot. You can move a little bit if you feel like, but don't think it's a traveling basic. Think it's about basic on the spot.
That's right. With music.
With the music.
It's always swing time in Honolulu. In Honolulu, it's always swing time. Natives are humming, guitars are strumming. It's always swing time in Honolulu. Oh, islands that sing through the day. Oh, islands where all of us play. Oh, islands that swing with the sway, with the wiki wacky hula and aloha ikapua.
Okay.
Good job, good job, good job, good job.
We're ready. So,
Do we have any questions?
if you have any question, please send us a message and we'll try to answer that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a special person that is helping us to read all the messages while we're here with you in the picture.
So we're going to move on now. We're going to do something called a camera, which is basically a quick, quick, slow basic in rotation.
Exactly.
So first of all, it's going to look like this. If you do it with the part. So we have quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. You basically almost turn a full 180 degree back. So quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Yeah. So let's look at the footwork first. We're basically going to imagine that we are rotating around like
A pole.
a pole.
Yes. So imagine there is something like a pole, and you're going to be rotated around this pole. Yeah. Maybe you have a pole in your apartment or in your studio. Who knows? Then you don't have to even imagine. You can just go and just rotate around it.
And the feeling is a little bit like, I mean, you're not my pole and I'm not your pole. It's a little like the pole is in between us.
Yes, so if you're dancing with a partner, then you imagine that you are sharing it. So it's in between you and your partner. Yes, and you rotate around this pole.
So have a look. We're going to start with a quick, and when we do that, we're going to already on the first quick, add a little bit of rotation. So quick. Yeah? And here you can see that we do that again. Heel goes together. So heel together. Yeah? And now we're going to do a slow, and in the slow we're going to keep rotating, and then finish off that quick, slow. So with a little bit more flow, it's going to look like this: 5, 6, and 7, and a quick, slow, quick, slow.
You guys come in a little closer.
Yeah. 5,
A little bit
6,
closer.
7, and quick, slow, quick, slow. Yeah. Is it good? The distance? One more time. 5, 6, 7, and quick, slow, quick, slow. From this angle, 5, 6, 7, and quick, slow, quick, slow. So notice that it's important that we keep the pulse through the whole rotation.
So which direction are you rotating? To your right or to your left, Andreas?
Clockwise.
Which is
Well,
to your...
my left shoulder goes forward and my right shoulder goes back. So quick, slow, quick, slow. Think about the clock.
So now we're going to be doing the basic on the spot for 1/8 count, and then come around for 1/8 count. And it will look like this.
5, 6, 7, and
Quick, slow, quick, slow, and then quick, slow, quick, slow.
Yeah.
With the
Here.
counts, it's going to be like this: 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And here, okay.
Yes.
And here we can continue with doing another single time basic. So if we do that like a loop, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, and quick, slow, quick, slow. Come around,
Around,
5,
come
6,
around. On the spot, come around, come around.
So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So let's put half of the song so you can practice these combinations. Yeah. So basic on a spot, come around. Basic on a spot.
If you are a single leader or follower, try to imagine rotating around a pole. And I think the best point you can have here is to like notice like a mark on the wall or something, and when you come back, you want to go to that one. Then you know that you're done a full lap.
And also pay attention to the shoulders. They are moving equally much. Yes. So it's your right and your left shoulder moving, and then you rotate. Yeah. So pay attention to what's happening here. Yeah. Let's practice it to the music. You ready?
Okay, good job.
Who was that?
Huh?
Who was that playing?
Yes, yeah, the song is wonderful with Jonathan Stout. So we're going to try to play a lot of contemporary swing music by some of the finest bands we have. And of course, we need to say going by their records, because they are, as all artists and dancers and musicians, we're all affected by the current situation, by records, great music. So we're going to move on. We've done slows, we've done quicks, we've done quick, slow, we've done quick, slow in rotation, which is called come around. We're going to move on and do something called whole steps.
Which is another essential element in Balboa Basic.
Basically, if we stand with like a hip underneath us, with the feet underneath the hip, we're going to go in and make a whole step. So whole step, 5, 6, 7, whole step, yeah? And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. You have a little bit of a pulse feeling here. And you notice that the head basically stays a little bit more on the spot, but the upper body, the lower body, sways back and forth because of the whole step. It's really important that if we stop at any point here, the feet are still underneath our hips. Yeah.
Yes.
So we don't step out. We really just go in and down.
Yes. I don't know if you can see that, but when we do those upholds, we do not entirely lift the foot off the floor. So we actually keep a little bit of contact with the floor, yes? So just if you imagine that, that there is an arc, yes, and you want to bring this arc into the heel, but keep the toes a little bit on the floor, yes? So it's going to be shoe and 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 shoe, yes? Yeah, generally speaking, it's nice also to mention the shape of your feet. So when you dance, no matter if you're a leader or follow, you don't stand like that or like that. So usually you have like a V shape. So your heels close and your toes slightly apart, not too much, just a little bit, so it's comfortable. But really make sure that there is not a lot of distance between your heels. Yeah. So both for leaders and for the follows.
So we count, it's going to be done like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? So when we do this together in a couple, obviously we're going to feel that sway in the side. So 5, 6, 7. Whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do lead and follow that movement as well.
With a sort of pendulum motion. So if you imagine the pendulum, this is our head and this is our feet. So our feet do the uphold, uphold, uphold. So our body sways to one side to another side. Not too much, but just a little bit. And when you dance with a partner, you will feel it, yeah? So now we're going to do...
We're going to do quicks and then whole steps. We're going to combine quicks and whole steps.
Just the way we combine slows and quicks.
And we're going to begin with quicks. So it's basically 1 8-count quicks, 1 8-count of whole steps, and then back to quicks. So let's do it slowly. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2.
Keep the feet in a nice V position. Yeah.
6. Yeah. So together, it's going to look like this: 5, 6, 7, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So it's easier. The transition can be a little bit tricky, but think starting on 1 leaders with the left, it's going to be easier.
Let's practice with the music. Shall we?
Alex, can we have another song?
And this is the time, if you have questions at this point, please write them and Alex will read them to us and we will answer them. We will want to get the feedback. So
You muted. Oh, yeah, okay. Continue.
okay. So yes, so any questions about anything we have told you so far?
Yes, this one.
And or just any feedback. If you hear us well, if you're following, if we are ready to move on. Yes, just a little bit of feedback so we know that we are together.
Just like some magic potion, you fill me with emotion. You control my very soul. You've got me voodooed. You knew the goddess Venus who'd start this love between us. You inspired me with desire. You've got me voodooed. You knew you had power. You picked the hour when the moon was full above. I was hypnotized when I looked in your eyes. My heart was full of love. Just like the siren Circes, you've got me at your mercy. Always yours to have and hold. You've got me voodoo.
Okay. So we had a nice comment. Thank you for commenting. And one of the watchers here wanted to do it with a slightly slower tempo. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the same thing a little bit, like half a song to slightly slower tempo. Yeah. Let's do it one more time with music.
Thanks for commenting. Bring more comments.
I'm blue every Monday, thinking over Sunday. That's the one day I'm with you. I cry all day Tuesday, I sigh all day Wednesday. Oh my, how I long for you. Then comes Thursday,
Oh, you're on.
And we are back. Great. So with the technique here, it's a little bit lag sometimes, and we actually had a question because it's hard to see if we have a lag. And yes, we do 1, 2, the whole step of 1, 2. Yeah?
Yes, as an exercise, yes, just to practice transition this way.
But when we do it in the basic, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, which we're going to be doing now. But a little bit of the technical remark. Just because we have so many different like computers and phones and a few speakers, sometimes we don't hear the music, and when we try like to do it together with you, it's a little bit weird. So don't pay attention to what we are doing. When we set the music, you go and practice by yourself or with your partner, or maybe just if you see other people in the screen, maybe you can watch them. You don't see them.
Good point.
So Alex just saying that our technical support is saying that you don't really see. Well, anyway, just try to use the music to really practice that thing that we gave you. Yeah.
So we're going to do this. With no further ado, we're going to go quick, whole step, quick, whole step. 5, 6, 7,
Follow to the right.
quick, whole
Leaders
step,
to the left.
quick, whole
And
step,
quick, whole step, quick, whole step, quick,
whole step, quick, whole step. Yeah,
Yeah.
one more time. 5, 6,
And this is the
7,
count. Yes.
5, 6, 7, and
Quick, whole step, quick, whole step, quick, whole step, quick, whole step. Remember about the V shape and that your heels are touching
whole step, quick,
each other.
step, quick, whole step, quick, whole step. You notice that it's not a big sway, really. It's just a little bit. Step, quick, whole step. And we keep the pulse going all the time. Yeah?
Yes.
So,
So-
Together, it's going to be like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick, whole step, 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 quick, whole step.
Again, it really helps if you say it out loud, like a chant. Yes, quick, whole step, quick, whole step. Yes, and one more note to pay attention to, both if you're practicing in a couple or a solo, is actually bringing your heel down. Yes, I don't know if you are as a solo, if you are dancing on heels or on flats. I'm doing today on flats because I had a little surgery, so I need to take care. But even if you're wearing heels, or even whether you're wearing heels or the flats, make sure that when you step, you do not like do it on tippy toes, but bring those heels into the floor. Yeah, so quick, and this is the touch with the heel on every step. So don't just stay on tippy toes. Yeah. So
Okay.
solo or couple.
I have a question. The first question we need to answer is, on what count do we start to turn when we do the come round? And basically, you can start on different counts, but when we did it now, we did it on 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But when you get a little bit more experience, you're going to see that there's options. You can go 1, 2, 3, and add a little bit more rotation on the 3, 4, and so on. But when we did it, it was on 1.
Yes, so just do it for one. That was a little flashback with the previous material. Do we have any more questions? Do we?
Yes, but we'll take that next. But now we're going to play a song.
Okay, so the task for the following song is to practice the uphold basic. You can do it either solo, paying attention to the shape of your feet and how you bring that heel into the floor, or you practice on connecting with your partner and doing this uphold basic on the spot.
So we're going to play a song by Naomi. Let's hear it.
Gee, it's long, it never goes by. Friday makes me feel like I'm gonna die. And after payday, that's my fun day. I shine all day Sunday. That's the one day I'm with you. can't live to love you as long as I want to, but I can promise you, baby, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Maybe I can't give you diamonds and things like I want to, but I can promise you, baby, I'm gonna want you as long as I live. I never cared, but now I'm scared I won't live long enough. That's why I wear my rubbers when it rains and eat an apple every day and see the doctor anyway. What if I can't live to love you as long as I want to? Long as I promise you, baby, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. I can't live to love you as long as I want to, but I can promise you, baby, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Maybe I can't.
Yes.
15.
15. Okay.
Okay, we're back. Great. So that's an uphold basic. The music we danced to, we actually only had a very short snippet by Naomi and her band. What was the name of that song?
Wishing and Crying for You.
Wishing and Crying for You. And the second song, we're going to play that again. The second song we played was As Long as I Live with Jonathan Starr. So we have done slows, quicks, and hold steps or upholds. We did single time basic, also called a downhold basic, and
which is a quick, slow, quick, slow.
And we did an uphold basic, yeah. And we did a come around too. Come around, which is a quick, slow.
So speaking about the basic, just to make sure that you understand it right, in Balboa they usually talk about two types of basic, yes? Downhold, which is a quick, slow, slow, and the uphold, which is quick, uphold, uphold, yeah? So these are the two basics in Balboa, and when we dance, we choose to do one or another. Sometimes it's led, sometimes it's followed. Well, it can be led. Sometimes it's not led, so it depends. So now maybe we can take a song.
So we need to talk about the lead and follow. And but really, if you look at it, slows, quicks make up for the downhold basic. So sometimes we can just improvise and add more slows and quicks, you know. So the dance is really, when you look at it, we don't just do basic. We do all the different kind of steps together in improvising. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the end of the class. I wanted to address a few things about the lead and follow. So if I do a quick, there's not a lot of weight change information here. It's a little bit more like a shared rhythm. Yeah? So quick. If I'm going to lead us slow from here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to really like sink down into the floor. So that's feeling. So quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. My followers may feel that stronger weight change with having it slow. Yeah? So it's important that we try to contrast the step from each other. So the quicks become as different as possible from that slow. Yeah. So when I do the quicks, I try to keep them a little more together. And when I do the slow, it's a clear weight change.
It helps a little bit if you actually move in your basic just a little bit quick, quick, slow,
So you-
quick, quick, slow. Yes.
So quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. So that's slow as a little bit.
Mhm.
The uphold is different because it has this wave thing.
The pendulum motion that we mentioned before.
Basically, the hip moving a little bit more, because the feet and the head stays a little more in place. So the feeling here is if you feel that motion. If I do quick, 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 there's no pendulum anymore. Full step. Yeah. So when we do the uphold basics, quick, quick, up, quick, quick, up, quick, quick, full step, quick, full step. It might sound confusing sometimes because when you say uphold, it's really nothing is really going up.
Well, we kind of lifting the foot off the floor, but not completely. As I said before, we keep this contact with the floor a little bit.
That's true. We don't go up with the body. Yeah.
No.
So what do we do now?
Yes, what we can do now is actually to practice doing those two basic one after another. So let's take 1/8 count of downhold basic. So the rhythm quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And then the second 8 is going to be quick, quick, up, quick, quick, up, down. Yes?
Quick,
So
quick, full step, quick, quick,
up, down. Yes? So quick, quick, up, down. Again, use those chants to really help your body execute those steps. Yeah? So quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, up, down, quick, quick, up, down, quick,
put on
quick,
music.
slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, up, down, quick, quick, up, down, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. I hope you're doing it with me. Two, up,
You put on
up,
some.
quick, quick, slow,
I'll
quick,
see on
slow,
mute.
Oh yeah?
up,
Let's put on a song.
Is it a sin to love you when I can't win? I'm so blue, what can I do but keep wishing and crying for you? Tears fall at night, the moon don't ever seem bright, because you left me outright, left me wishing and crying for you. Oh, you swore to me, the stars up above, you'd be careful with our love. But what did you do? You found someone new. Gosh, you were bold, all the lies you told. How can I grin? Our love has gone with the wind. Why did I ever give in? Now I'm wishing and crying for you.
Well done. So we have a couple of questions. So the first question was about if I'm wearing flats, like I'm doing now, is for the reasons of my health. Normally I would wear heels. So if I wear flats, where do I keep my weight? Yeah. So usually when I dance, I keep my weight just a little bit forward. Yes, but it doesn't mean that it's too much. So you can do the following exercise with me to be aware of where your weight is. First, stand normally and try to have the weight fully on your sole. So it's like everywhere, like in the center, right? Then try to move a little bit forward without like falling too much. Yes, and then try to move a little bit back. So your weight is on your heels. Yes, really try to feel when it's a little bit too much. When you start losing balance, this is a little bit too much. So you need to be able to shift a little bit, like maybe like 20% of your weight forward without like losing your balance or without like taking your flats off the floor. Yeah. When I'm dancing on heels, it's naturally that I have the weight more on the front part of the foot just because I have a heel. Yeah. So if you are dancing in flats, make sure you are not again keeping those heels in the air. But when you stand, just keep a little bit more, like 20% more weight on the front part of your foot. Yes, this is where I would keep it.
So for leader, it's slightly different because we have lower heel or sometimes no heel at all. So when I step down, I would step down on the ball of the foot first and then sink down in the heel. It's a little bit more this action because we are not elevated so much. But really, I think a good pointer is to really sink down, first of all, both leaders and followers, and make sure that when you walk, if I walk as a Balboa dancer, I don't really step down the heel first. I walk with the ball to the feet first.
Yeah, and this is also about the transfer of the weight. Yeah, so when I was standing, like where is my weight would be, and it would be a little more front. Of course, when I make a step, I start with the ball of my foot and then gradually transfer more weight to the full foot, but never to my heel. Yeah, so keep it still a little bit more in the front rather than on the heel or like in the middle. Yes, that's how you shift the weight. Yes, so starting a little more with the ball and then gradually, I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can see it, gradually the heel goes into the floor.
A little bit of rolling action.
Yes.
Okay, so slows, quicks, and up hold, down hold, come around, all of that. Like we mentioned before, we are towards the end of the class now. Just have a few more minutes before we're going to wrap up. But really, combining these different elements is a task worth a master class in Balboa because it's pretty tricky to lead and follow that. Yeah? And we don't ask that for you either, that you're going to do that. But just being able to know a little bit about where the dancing close position is about, being able to do slows, quicks, and understand that the slows and quicks and holds make up for those two basics that are very common. So when you practice now, practice down hold basic separately, practice the up hold basic. Maybe you throw in a full 8 count of slows in between. Create a small exercise for yourself. Something like that feels a little bit challenging, and you have some time to practice because the next crash course will be tomorrow.
Yes, so we're going to be moving from closed position into the open position. Yeah.
Bodies.
Let's check with Alex if we have more questions to answer.
Do you guys pause on quick slow during the slow?
Do we
Pause.
pause?
No,
the question is, do we pause when we do quick, slow? Quick, slow. Is it pause or pulse?
It says pause, but you can answer both.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do we actually stop the motion when we do quick, slow, quick, slow? And for us, the slow is not a stop. The slow is just a different type of step. So we really need to make sure we keep pulsing and keep having this rhythm, yes, music in our body. So we do pulse, 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 quick, slow, quick, slow. Even if it's a slow step, we still need to keep this rhythm going on. Yeah.
So keeping the pulse, super important in all swing dancing, pulse or bounce, whatever you choose to call it. Let's keep that going like an energizer bunny. The second thing here, we briefly mentioned that we can either do all of these basics on the spot or we can move around with it. So now when you demoed, Olga, you had a little bit of a movement back and forth. That's okay to do that too. Most importantly though, just keep the pulse and there's no pauses or stops.
Yes, don't pause, pulse. That will be advice. Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions, Alex? Okay, how much time do we have?
We have
1 minute.
maybe
we're
we
gonna-
can do this. Can we demo a little bit?
I think we're going to put on the music, and if you want to practice things that we have taught you, quicks and slows, up hold basic and down hold basic, you can do it. You can watch us demo it, but you better actually practice. So one more song to wrap it up. If you still have questions, you can still write them down. We might answer them in a written form. So let's do the wrap-up song.
Yeah, and the recap will be recorded separately, and it's going to be put up separately.
And Alex says the recap we can
Sorry, we need to do it.
film separately,
We do it
and we can also put up separately. Well, we will discuss about recaps, yeah? So let's practice one more song.
Have you ever seen a church begin to rock? Heard a sundown deacon preaching to his flock? Have you ever seen old Satan on the run? Then follow me, see just how it's done. And have you ever heard a sermon stir your soul? Make you praise the river Jordan as you go. Have you ever felt as though you want to shout? Then come on and let them feelings out. Oh Lord, just hear them sisters groaning and hear those brothers moaning, repenting and atoning on revival day.
This can't be love because I feel so well. No sobs, no sorrows, no sighs. This can't be love. I get no dizzy spells. My head is not in the sky.